Shaina Magdayao.
Gusto mo yan na dito?
Shaina, come here. Oh, alright. Gitna muna, be, please, for the photo op, the usual photo op natin. Looking so good.
Dito po.
Sa'yo na.
Alright, you may now take,
Hindi pala
you may
kita
now
go
take your
live.
seat, be. And next, I'd like to call in, fresh from her successful stint sa Ang Probinsyano, Denise Laurel. Wala bang pa-music na ano? Ay, wag na, baka makapiright na naman.
Thank you so
Oh.
much.
True. There she is. Ayan, si Denise. Kita mo na, be, please, for the photo up here.
Oh, sorry.
Ayan.
Pagod na ba kayo from the day?
We're so excited na ma-meet itong kakaibang combination na ito. Alright.
Thank you.
And of course, one of the most reliable actors talaga naman. Sabi pinag-uusapan nga namin, this actor talagang he has not changed. Wala nang masyado. Mr. J. Cuenca!
Guys,
Ayan, oh.
yes.
Gitna mo na, Jake, please.
Di ba Jake nakashy? Ang tahimik kasi ng lahat.
Oo nga. Kinabahan ako bigla.
Ready ka na?
Of course, we will do that. Can we request Shaina and Denise to stand up? I-sandwich natin si Jake para sa...
Sandwich.
Ayan, oo. Ano Aaron? Tawa ka na lang ng tawa?
Here, 1, 2.
Ayan po ang tatlong bida ng The Haunted na magsisimula na po on Sunday, the 8th of December at 8 p.m. po from Dreamscape Entertainment, directed by Direct Manny Palo.
Jake.
Thank you.
Center po, center.
Nakso si.
Ayan. Okay, babalikan natin ang photo op later on. We'd like to request them to sit down as we present to you fresh from the CCM na editing room. I'd like to present to you the full trailer of The Haunted. Kung Pasko, mananakot ang Dreamscape. Pero pasok to ha. Alam mo yung FFN. Pwede ba? Okay. We'd like to request Denise, greet everyone.
Yes, again, hello everybody. Good evening and thank you for being here. I'm so happy that all of you made it and we will try to make this as painless as possible para hindi kayo ma-stuck sa traffic mamaya.
Alrighty, thank you, Denise. And of course, Shaina Magdayao.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat for coming. At yun, gaya po ng sabi nila, kahit traffic ngayong holidays, thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm very excited kasi I'm back with the Dreamscape
Correct!
this
I was gonna
holiday
say.
season. So yun po.
Correct. And another who is back to Dreamscape, Mr. J. Cuenca.
Magandang gabi at saka advance Merry Christmas sa inyo lahat.
Of course.
Happy New Year. Kunin ko na yung pagkakataon, batiin kayo. At yun, maraming salamat sa oportunidad, Dreamscape. And yun, sana po, tulungan niyo po kami na i-spread yung word. The Haunted, December 8, 8 p.m. na po.
Mhm. Base sa trailer, Aaron, malinaw ba sa inyo? Siguro this is the time na we will entertain questions about the role, the story, and who would be the best person to ask that is?
Yeah, ang una magtatanong syempre ang Dean of Entertainment Journalists. Wala iba kundi si Manayata Ramos.
Hi, Manay.
Hi, Manay.
Ako magtanong, napansin ko lang sa inyong tatlo.
Opo.
Mga very haunting ang looks nyo. Sino man ang nag-makeup sa iyo?
Ay, nako, I woke up like this po. Woke up like this.
I think it's because the black theme ng dito
Ang ganda ng ano nila. Lalo na si Jay. Talagang parang beauty queen ang kanyang.
Pang-international ba mo na?
Ngayon ano,
Or Mr.
pag
Philippines.
gusto ko munang itanong, why the title, Haunted?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, maraming factors po sa kwento namin kung ba't The Haunted. Yung isang aspeto po nun, yung bahay na tinitirahan namin, meron siyang parang curse. May mga masasamang bagay na nangyayari sa bahay na yun na masasabi mo supernatural, hindi natural. At the same time, meron din may reoccurring na character na makikita niyo throughout the episodes na kung yung audience mismo yung huhula kung sino ba talaga yung multong niya. So yun po.
Shaina, your character, and
Um,
why the haunted?
Well, actually yung buhay namin ay punong-puno ng trahedya. So yun, merong factor na gano'n na parang hindi at peace ang bawat character. Like my character,
Which is, anong pangalan na siya, yung character mo?
kaya ko pa ba?
Ano? Ha? Ano?
Ha?
Yun.
Anong
So
pangalan?
yung has a mom kasi, si Ate Ana, Ate Rita. So, yun po, parang because of not a good like a situation, nagkaroon po sila ng problema and nasabi niya yun sa nanay niya and nagkaroon sila ng misunderstanding ng mom niya. So, na-stroke ang kanyang nanay because of her. So, parang pasan-pasan niya yung guilt na yun. So, hindi talaga at peace yung character ko, which is Eileen, a young mom, and meron akong anak dito, si Angel, and my husband is Jordan. Jake's character. And marami pang matutuklasan yung character ko na parang hindi rin kanais-nais na ginawa ng aking magaling na asawa na si Jordan.
Ang
Na
ganda
dapat yung
naman.
napakagaling po talaga ng asawa ko dito kaya kailangan niyo pong panoorin.
We will. D! Mukhang sa poster pa lang, parang ano ba?
Woke up like this rin po. Ganyan po talaga ako. Nakakatakot pag nagigising. Ayan. My character's name is Monica. And this show is really about family, love, second chances in life. And I think my character in this show is looking for all of the above. For a fresh start, for love, for a perfect family, and second chances.
Wala na bang ibang pwede masabi sa character ni Denise? Hindi man ikaw yung
Siya yung
Siya yung link naming lahat.
Siya yung link namin lahat. Siya yung kumbaga siya yung ka-affair ko. Siya yung
Yes,
other book.
yeah.
Pero tao ka dito.
Yes.
I mean, human being.
Tao, hayop, place.
All of
Yes,
the
po.
above.
Baka may twist din na lang hindi ka
Yes,
nabigyan.
actually, not just with my character. All of the characters have a lot of twists. I think yung maganda sa show namin is kahit once a week lang kami pinapalabas, every episode may pasabog kami. Different twist, different turn.
Oh, yun yung maganda sa show, may misteryo kada episode. So, kumbaga yung tao din yung huhula kung saan, kung
gusto ko
paano
yan.
dumudugtong yung kwento. Puno siya ng flashbacks, puno siya ng mga pinapakita, literal na pinapakita sa flashback yung mga pagkakamali ng characters namin. And then sila yung magdudugtong kung ano yung nangyayari in the present time.
So yung pagiging haunted nung show, hindi isang tao lang yung factor. Kumbaga yung situation, yung buhay nila, and then yung decisions na ginawa nila sa buhay nila, that will also haunt them konsensya-wise or karma-wise. Titignan natin kung anong mangyayari. Per episode naman, merong maibibigay yun sa bawat mananood.
Nice. Tita Ethel,
Question ko for you or for anyone in the production.
mukhang andyan sa kanan kaliwa mo yung pwedeng sumagot.
Ngayon ganito.
Head writer.
Hindi, bakit sinadya bang ipalabas ito ngayong Christmas time? Parang eerie eh.
Total wala si Manny Palo, si Joel Mercado, our
Si
head
Joel
writer,
Mercado.
can answer.
Well,
Hindi, parang iba yung experience yung, hindi naman iba, di ba? Every Christmas, parang we look forward to a family bonding. Ito naman hindi kainan or gift-giving, pero pinanonood kayo lahat sa TV, magkakasama, natatakot. It draws you closer to each other. So,
Kasi in the past, lagi medyo fantasy lang, hindi naman ganitong
Oo.
ano. Pero ito, Joel, kasi medyo
horror, pero ang core is still the family.
family pa din.
Kung paano ito mananatiling buo sa kabila ng lahat ng nangyayari sa paligid.
Okay, ayun.
Interesting.
Sa Ethel?
Manay?
kasi I must admit, very impressive ang casting.
I know!
Yes.
Okay, ito.
Okay, thank you, Manay.
Thank you, Manay.
Our next question will come from the very mysterious Jude Cartalabas of Uniquely Pinoy.
Hi, good evening. Congratulations to the team.
Salamat po.
I'm just curious if is there a particular experience in your life that still haunts you?
Wow.
And have you overcome that particular experience?
Kasi ito yung haunt na sinasabi, hindi lang to horror, di ba? Parang hinuhunt din sila ng decisions na nagawa nila sa buhay. So ngayon, i-apply yan. Gusto ni Judy malaman sa inyo, personal, may mga sa buhay ba na hinuhunt pa rin kayo?
Ako mauna kasi mukhang marami si Cuenca eh. Grabe siya! Hindi, I'm
This is
happy
why
to
it's so great
Pinasa mo sa
I'm
akin.
happy to work with you again,
Because
Cuenca.
we're all friends. That's why it's so good.
No,
Kaya
kasi
kasi biroan ng ganyan.
Nagkatrabaho na kaming lahat. It's nice to be working in one show together.
Kahit horror
And
yung show,
through the
good vibes
years,
sa
through the years, diba, even if we didn't work together, we were always
That's true.
within the same circle.
No, I worked with Denise at the Better Half, and then si
Ay,
Cuenca. Sa kung
correct.
ako iiwan mo, which was 7 years ago with the same director, Direct Manny Palo. So, malapit sa akin yung cast. So, siguro, kaya nagkakaganatuhan kami. But, ako, maybe when I was younger, marami. Kasi nga doon ka palang nagkakamali eh. Merong mga sana ginawa ko to, or sana ganito yung ginawa ko sa tao, or maybe mas pinatawad ko agad, or but then through the years na natutunan ko to just parang live without regrets. Kasi nga nagkaroon na ng time ng buhay ko na nag-regret na ako. So now, I can sleep well at night, and masasabi ko na wala nang nag-hunt sa akin ngayon.
Okay. Nice, no?
Bakit tumitingin sa akin?
Ay, super nice
Nice, no?
talaga. Try ninyo matulog ng peaceful.
Hindi namin alam yung Shaina na may ganun ka pinagdaanan.
Siyempre, I think at one point, sa lahat naman ng buhay natin, di ba, parang lahat naman tayo nadadapanan. Nasasaktan, and kapag first time mo pinagdadaanan yung isang bagay, hindi mo alam kung kaya mo pang tumayo, or kaya mo pang bumawi, or kaya mo pang lumaban. But I guess, matutunan mo na may bukas pa. At it's never too late to fight and to learn again. So, nandun po ako ngayon.
Ganda. D.
Yun po.
Nakamais. Siguro yung nag-hunt sa akin ngayon yung burger na kinain ko kahapon. Nakakatawa kasi. No, you know, how old are we now? We're in our 30s. And like Shaina said, you go through a lot when you're young. Because that's really the time where, you know, sometimes the only way to learn things is going through the mistake and actually hitting your head. So there are a lot of things in my life that I feel like I could have done better. But I thank the experience of the mistake because that's how I realize what's right from what's wrong. And so I don't have any regrets. Pero yung burger kagabi, regret ko talaga.
Hinuhunt ka hanggang ngayon.
Hinuhunt niya ako sa tiyan ko.
Isang gabi lang yun yung burger na yun. Isang gabi lang yun.
Dahil nagbaon ka sa
Ito na yung sinasabing maraming
Nako, parang ilang sa phone ko.
Silence, please.
Wait, they say the best and kindest people are the ones that come from the most adversity. Diba?
Tama. Hindi, tama. Totally all Shaina na I try to live a life with no regrets. Pero kung meron man akong pinagsisisihan na pwede kong baguhin ng dati, siguro yung panahon na may ginawa akong fashion show na malaki na naka-supporter lang at mataba ako ng time na yun. Siguro if I had the chance,
Yun ang
sana
naalala
binabaan ko ng kapiraso yung confidence ko at sinabi ko, sana ata nagsuot ako ng konting damit ng fashion show na yun. Pero yun, maybe that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Nothing major about decision making, about
decision
life
making, ano naman. God's been good, life's good.
Nice.
One last question para dun sa creative. I'm just curious kung if the concept of the show or is it inspired dun sa patayin sa sindak si Barbara or something?
Si Joel, Joel can answer. Namopya ka ba, Joel, sa patayin sa sindak? Char.
Hindi, actually kami rin gumawa ng patayin sa sindak si Barbara.
The
So, yung
group of
Chris Aquino version. So conscious kami na may iba. Although may factors like yung
Tama, dreamscape din pala yun.
Pero mas nag-concentrate talaga to sa family.
Kasi may manika din dito. Char.
Hindi magsasalita yung manika. Promise.
Thank you, Jude. Next,
Yes, partner. Ito, malamig ang kanyang Pasko ngayon. Wala iba kundi si Michael Dix Almacen.
Malamig
Ay,
Malamig at malagim din ba?
Excuse me, it's not malamig. May init pala.
Parang siya ina NJ kasi before nagsama ko yung sa dun sa OFW serie.
Kung ako iniiwan mo, yes.
Yes, 2012.
Kaim.
Yes.
So, ano yung mga bagong discoveries ninyo ngayon muli nagsama kayo sa show na ito?
7 years ago.
Alam mo, isa,
Pero siya ina and Denise na nagsama sa The Better Half, di ba?
sa akin, isang malaking deciding factor kung ba't ko rin tinanggap yung project kasi magkakatrabaho, yung cast. Kasi yung cast. Tapos si Direk Manny Palong na naging director namin. Pero yung nakakatuwa sa experience, mabigat agad yung eksena na ginawa natin. Tapos tumawag ako sa mom ko talaga after, sabi ko, grabe ma'am, parang almost how many years, 7 years nang lumipas at parang walang oras, parang walang time sa pagitan, walang oras sa pagitan namin ni Shaina. Parang nag-start na tayo ulit.
Parang
diba?
lang,
Parang nung drama sequences, walang feeling out process. Andun na agad. Hindi nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwang isipin na kahit 7 years na yun, and then magka-excited tayo mabigat, andun agad. Tapos si Denise din, syempre, sabay kami nagsimula sa industriya 18 years ago naman. So parang, and then from that first project nga nagkatrabaho ulit. So, nakakatuwa. Nakakatuwa. Sabi ko kahit horror yung tema ng show namin. Excited kami lahat pumunta sa set, lahat parang wala na nga kami sa tent, nasa standby area lang kami tatlo lagi, kwentuhan lang kami ng kwentuhan. Parang good vibes. Super good vibes yung set.
That's true, no? That's also parang my deciding factor. Kasi it came as a surprise dahil katatapos ko lang po nang umiti ang langit. And I did not expect na ganito kabilis magkakaroon ako agad ng trabaho. And
3 weeks ago? Or a month ago?
yeah, just a few weeks ago. And I did not see it coming dahil nga medyo matagal na akong, my last with the Dreamscape was Asintado. So, ayun po, yun yung deciding factor was my leading man and my director.
Aww.
And yun nga.
Nilibre ako ng pizza bukas.
Ano ka ba may bayad kung sinasabi? Kasi akala mo, ito lang.
Envelope.
So, yun po, I said yes right away dahil alam ko naman na si Jake yung mga katrabaho ko. And I'll be working with our director again. And like what he said, it's same, for me, it's same but different. Parang same pa rin yung chemistry that we've established since 2012. But somehow different kasi siguro nag-iba na rin yung maturity ni Cuenca when it comes to his roles. And ako din yung the way siguro na kapag meron siyang binato sa akin na let's say na emotion, iba na rin ang pagtanggap ko dun ngayon. So ang sarap dahil it's familiar but we're playing with the same actors and staff pero different characters na and different path na dahil pa-horror naman siya, hindi na siya heavy drama. But it's always nice to be working with the same people again. And yun naman lagi yung hinihiling ko na dahil matagal na tayo sa industriya and I think na I always say na wala naman na akong bago na magagawa or is there still something like a new character for me. Ang binibigay naman sa akin are good materials and familiar faces and sobrang gagaan katrabaho. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako doon. So, yung effort, mahirap ang trabaho, mahirap ang role, mahirap ang material, pero yung trabaho namin beyond the camera, behind the camera, sobrang mabilis and sobrang madali and sobrang masarap. The same with yung pinagdaanan din namin sa The Better Half. Diyos ko. Kakaiba rin po ang pinagdaanan namin and we've established this friendship. Although this time, hindi pa kami nagkakatrabaho
Yes, we
sa
haven't had scenes
sa
together yet.
taping, not yet.
Wala pa.
Wala pa po kaming nakukuna. I don't know tomorrow if meron, but it's nice dahil I'm very confident with my co-actors na masarap silang katrabaho and sarap silang kabatuhan. And kapag ganun, masaya kang pumupunta sa trabaho, pumupunta sa set every single taping day. So I'm grateful for that, of course.
Yeah, same with my co-actors, blessings when they fall on your lap. Grab ka lang ng grab, and I'm so thankful that Dreamscape has me again.
After a few weeks lang.
Yes, just to meet me, after a few weeks. I know it's the Christmas season, and, I still decided to take it just because, I'm blessed to even be thought of for the project, and at the same time, I'm with these wonderful people who I find so, they're dear to my heart. Like, Shaina and I have worked together in many different phases of our lives, and same with Jake. Shaina, I was with her in MTV, About Your Love.
Si Shaina 29 years na yata. Charot lang, joke.
Sila na nga, ang 30 ako.
Ang TV, sobrang bagets pa natin. Wala pa tayong alam with
Oh my
everything.
God.
About Your Love, we were preteens, teenagers. You're learning about, teenage life and young love. And then in The Better Half, we were a few years ago. It's a pretty heavy story. 3 years ago with Jake. We were together in Click. Click Bargaras. Yeah, we were teenagers then, and we kind of looked out for each other like brother and sister. Even when he moved to ABS, I really told everybody, guys, kapatid ko, papunta dito, mabait yun. Mukha lang maangas, pero mabait. And then, but we also had workshops with Direct Peke together, Actors Lab, and that really sealed our bonding experience. So now I think it's kind of full circle that we're in this maturity and we're working together. So I just had to grab the opportunity and say, yes, please. Even if it's the holidays, I want to do it. It does make a difference. No matter, ABS naman, kahit anong ibigay nila sa'yo, maganda talaga yung quality. No matter how you look at it, the scripts are always impeccable. The way it's shot is always the best. But of course, it's the icing on the cake that I get to work with these guys. So I'm so grateful. Thank you, Dreamscape.
And naalala ko pa yung interview ni Jake noong 2012 na si Shaina daw nga yung paborito niyang leading lady. After 7 years, si Shaina pa rin ba?
Tuloy-tuloy.
Kaya nga, sabi sa, hindi ko pa alam yung kwento. Sino yung Shaina? Okay, game.
Oh.
Game. Tapos si Denise din, diba? Nagka-text na pa kami.
Okay lang.
Okay lang.
Kasi busy pa sila sa probinsyano.
Next question, bro, gagawin mo ba to?
Oo, hindi. Yung una pa lang kasi, yung una pa lang yung part starting pa lang ng casting. So,
Yeah.
for me, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, parang nung unang eksena namin, mabigat agad.
Oh,
And then
grabe.
parang walang panahon na dumaan. Parang diba, we just picked up where we left off. Sa amin naman ni Denise, first sequence namin mabigat din. And then, doon mo naman makikita na walang ilangan, tulungan. Diba? We can all be
That's the thing with us. We
we
all
can
have
be
each other.
vulnerable in front of each other and still be able to be there. We're still there to be there for each other to make the scenes work.
It's
Diba?
easy to ask for
Hindi
help.
siya yung competition na pagalingan, sino pinamaya.
wala.
Kami parang nandun kami sa, we just want to give out the best sequences as possible as we can do collaboratively.
Whatever it
diba?
takes.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng cast, no?
Correct, correct.
Pang prime time na pang, di ba?
And world
Pang
peace
gabi-gabi.
bound.
Correct.
Last one para kay Jake.
Ay, hindi pa pala tapos.
Okay, sariwa pa sa akin yung eksena mo sa Iris. Itong since palibagong horror na naman itong ginagawa mo, paano mo ito pinagandaan? Iri, di ba? Ang bongga
Oo.
ng performance niya.
Oo. Sa Iri, iba eh. Ibang-iba yung role eh. Talagang ibang-iba yung role. Ito kasi actually, yung umpisa, I'll be honest pagpunta ko sa set, I was just very open. Sabi ko, bukas instrumento ko, bukas ako for any ideas. Kasi ganun din naman ang tiwala ako sa director namin, si Manny Palo. So for me, parang, yung characterization namin dito, yung characters namin, normal kami lahat hanggang sa nangyari to. Sa Iri kasi, iba naman yun, medyo parang out of body experience. I mean, hinanda ko lang sarili ko talaga for 3 days na wala akong kinakausap sa set, method acting. Pag naka-prosthetics na ako, game na ako. Eto medyo, yun din siguro yung benefit namin, pinagsamahan kami tatlo. Kasi parang kami ni Shaina, may pamilya na kami agad dito, may anak kami. So it was easy to be a
Actually,
family right away. Kami naman ni Denise, we had to recreate a relationship, diba? A relationship within 5 minutes. Ang dali rin lang, nagawa
Considering
namin.
magkapatid kami, alam mo yun.
Nagawa namin na madali. Iba naman yung Eerie, saka iba naman to. Like, mahirap, hindi ko, for me personally, hindi ko makumpara yung dalawang projects. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Agent siya rin sa Iri, di ba?
Agent na
Ah,
sila, ni ba?
Oh, yun na. Dito tatay, young dad.
Partner, may follow-up question lang si Manay.
Question lang ako. Si Aina ang una.
Opo,
The two
Manay.
others follow. Si Aina, have you been haunted by an old love? Pwede ba i-identify ko sino?
Hindi po.
Good vibes lang, Manay.
Hindi, it's ano, di ba?
Grabe
May ganun
Manay.
ba?
Ang masasabi
Generally,
ko lang po,
siya ina.
pang-horror talaga yung tanong ninyo. Hindi, joke lang Manay. Hindi.
Nagko-haunt ba yung old love? Ganyan.
Ano kasi, like what I said, binibigay ko talaga lahat. I make it to a point that I exhaust everything, my efforts, my love. Para when time comes na hindi talaga mag-workout yun, wala po akong regrets. Kaya nang sabi ko kanina. So, hindi po. Ayoko naman. Even yung hurt and everything, the process, yung pagiging heartbroken, I embrace all of it. And I learn from it. And I take it. And then after that, I move on. Kaya po, wala naman po. Wala po Manay.
Kasi pati si Ate Bina mo, sabi niya,
Ano po?
puzzle ka daw when it comes to
Ano po?
puzzle sa kanya kung sino ang current niya.
Wala.
Pag-usapan natin sa ibang preso.
Sa sandugo na ako.
Hindi ko po alam kung anong sinabi ni ate sa inyo matanong.
Text mo.
Ewan ko dun sa ate kong yun. Pero yun po Manay, hindi naman po. Thank God, hindi naman po. Pagtapos na po talaga.
Tanungin na rin natin si Denise kung nakukuhan sila ng past love.
Correct.
Denise and Jake. Hindi naman kailangan di ba? Bumabalik ba yun? Binabalikan ka ba nung hinukuhan ka ba? Have you ever been haunted by, ayun, mas ganda.
Very forward thinking, very forward moving. Gagi. Pinasa ako ni Cuenca, yun talaga eh. No, again, same, very forward moving, forward thinking, you know. You, like Shaina said, you live life with no regrets. You give it your all 100% of the time, whether it's brushing your teeth, going to work, loving somebody, taking care of your son. whatever you do, do 100%. So when the time comes and you're old and gray, you look back and you can say, I did it. I gave everything that I had, so no regrets. So I can't say that I've been haunted because I have been accepting of every decision that I have made in my life, whether good or bad. And world peace, thank you very much.
Si Jake, tanongin natin.
The same. I agree.
Anong
Pag
agree?
tapos na, tapos na.
Pagdating na, I agree na lang, ano?
Pag tapos na. So, kumbaga ako, parang one day at a time, kung ano kailangan ko gawin in that day, doon ako nakafocus, kung ano nangyayari ngayon.
So,
There's no point in looking
Hindi mo
back.
ina-allow yourself na i-haunt ka ng past love?
Hindi, I mean, minsan na sa pag-arte, syempre may mga babalikan ka na magagamit mo sa eksena, pero really na normal day, hindi. Wala na nag-haunt sa akin sa past ko. Pag tapos na.
Galingan na.
Winner. Eto,
Wow.
partner. Eto, veterano na pagdating sa ghosting. Wala iba kundi si June Lalim.
Tito June.
Talaga pinasok mo yung haunted sa ghost.
Kasama natin yung click pala.
Kung pares wala, 17 years ago kayo nagkasama. Hindi
17 ba? Oh, sorry. 1 year off. 1 year off. 1 year off.
Ayusin mo.
Saka corrections din. Nag-ABS muna ako bago nag-GM.
Bago nag-Jimmy, sorry. Okay. 17 years ago. Kung may nakakalala si Tito June yun eh. Kasi day 1 ko nandun si Tito June.
Anyways, eto. Pero ang galing-galing mong sumagot, Denise. Ang galing-galing mo. Talaga, mukhang matindi ka ng mga pinagdaanan talaga. The way you answer. Pang pang beauty queen ng mga
I
sagot.
always had it in me. Charot. I'm just short.
Yeah. Pero before ko kayo tanongin, congratulate ko kayo. Mas maganda to congratulate you guys kasi trailer pa lang talagang mukhang may aabangan. Kasi nagustuhan ko yung Parasite Island sa inyo, di ba, sa group din nila. Pero eto, napakaganda, parang pelikula nga, tama si EJ kanina, parang pang Metro Manila Film Fest. And di ba, pag Metro Manila Film Fest, malakas din yung mga horror movie. So, parang feeling ko maraming mag-aabang ng The Haunted. Huwag ka na magtaas ang kilay, Alan Jones. Okay, ayaw mo nang bulahin ko sila. You have to be nice, lalo na pag mag-Christmas. Okay, anyways, syempre, unahin ko si Shaina. Shaina, congrats, kasi parang sunod-sunod ang mga shows mo after mapabalita before na muntik-muntikan ka ng mawala at lumipat somewhere. So, anong pakiramdam na after nang umiti ang langit, eto ka sa The Haunted?
May ganun ba, Shai?
May ganung issue before.
Marami naman talagang nasasabi yung mga tao tungkol sa atin. What's important is we know what's true, and at the end of the day, I'm still here. I'm still a kapamilya. I'm still here in ABS, and I actually have a new show. So, doon pa lang po nagpapasalamat ako na hindi naman nila ako pinapabayaan. Even since, I don't know, ayaw ko na sabihin, from ilang years ago, bata pa lang po ako, hindi talaga nawala yung trabaho. And even ako, tinatanong ko rin na parang, marami namang ibang artista dyan, bakit hindi ako nawawala ng trabaho? So I just really want to remain grateful to the network and to the people and to, of course, all the business unit heads, kasi hindi po ako natatali sa isang unit lang. I mean, I get to work with different units, and malaking factor yun sa akin. And yun, like what I said, hindi ko po in-expect that I'll have a show agad right after nang umiti ang langit. Kasi iba yung nakaplana for me. But this is a very good surprise, and I'm very happy with it. And I'm grateful for the show, of course.
So, na-excite ka with horror naman siya. After ng pambata na morning show, then horror ka naman.
Actually, ang unang pagkakaalala ko sa time slot na to is really Once Upon a Time. So my first question, kasi lumaki ako sa Once Upon a Time. I even did Once Upon a Time, the movie, when I was younger. I was 7 years old.
Nag-press kung tayo sa Annabelle, di ba?
Director ko pa nun si Direk Johnny Manahan, Christopher De Leon was my father. So lumaki po talaga ako dun sa brand na Once Upon a Time. So that was my first question na, Once Upon a Time pang bata, yun na, bakit horror? So yun nga po, nag-rebrand din sila. But also, maganda yung time slot na 8 o'clock every Sunday. And for me, may mga pamangkin po kasi ako I have 7 pamangkins. And yung mga bata, sobrang hilig talaga nila sa horror. And it's, for me, parang perfect timing. kasi it's the holidays, so walang pasok yung mga bata. They will get to bond as a family, as cousins, as friends, and then at the same time, they will enjoy our material dahil horror siya. Tapos at the same time, hindi lang naman siya puro takutan, puro sagawan lang. Meron ding family factor, and marami rin namang matututunan yung audience natin. So, I'm very, very, very happy.
Saan location yun? Saan yung bahay?
There's one in New Manila, and then, actually, Quezon City. Quezon City pa lang kami.
Is it haunted yung bahay?
I've
Or,
taped there for years already. The better half. Actually, kapag ka nakakatakot, like flashbacks, yung bahay na yun talaga yung ginagamit.
wala kayong nararamdaman.
So the better half, di ba? May nakita sila sa camera. I don't know, that was this house. Yun yung unang sabi kasi sa akin, naalala mo, di ba may nakita sila sa camera, may parang lumabas daw sa camera. Pero ako wala akong personal experience. Pero yung camera namin may nahagip daw sa bahay na to.
Pag nandun kayo sa location, wala kayong yung parang kakaibang pakiramdam. Or meron ba kayong ginagawa pag galing ng taping? Kasi di ba, ang dami ng story in the past na gumawa ng horror movie or horror na project. Tapos there's something na nangyayari. Meron sa isang famous actress pa nga na nang gumawa siya ng isang episode sa isang trilogy movie, sinasabi na there's something after that.
I think it's no matter where you go. Me personally, whenever I go anywhere that's new for the first time or anywhere that's not my home, I tend to shield myself in prayer and positivity. And as an actor naman, whenever I take on a role, I make sure when it's the last shot of the day, that is, I detach myself from that character. So I hope and I pray na, there's always things that are unseen and forces that you cannot control. I hope and I pray all the time na wala nga sumusunod. Fingers crossed.
And how about Jake? Lalo na ikaw galing ka rin sa isang
Hindi, yun na nga eh. Parang nanggaling ako sa arena, nakakatakot, diba? Super na, wala kaming naramdaman at all sa location na yun. In fact, tinest ko pa nga yung limits kasi doon ako sa madilim, nag-prepare, ganyan, kasama si Jill, and dalawa kami nag-prepare doon, pinatakot namin, sino Ma'am Charo, sinabihin na tayo. Pero, hindi, wala. Kasi ako personally, tulad ng kay Denise, ako matibay faith ko, positive ako na tao. Hindi ko masyado nag-iisip ng malalim pagdating sa ganyan na bagay. But sa show namin wala naman. Parang like I said, parang pagdating namin sa set, tawanan nila kami ng tawanan. Pero kasi
labas kami, like to stay outside.
magaling din kasi talaga, I mean, credit to Direk Manny Palo, yung art dep namin,
Yes.
yung nag-iilaw, nagiging ganyan yung itsura. Also sa post. Pero really, pag nakita mo yung bahay, that's not, for me personally, wala naman nakakatakot
Maaliwalas,
masyado.
diba? It's like, it's
Maaliwalas,
nice.
pero nung pag tinignan mo na yung monitor, ganun
ganun
pala
pala.
lumabas yun. Parang yun.
Pero with the kwento of Shaina nga, may nakunan sa camera before.
Yeah, sa The Better
Nalaman
Half.
niyo. Yeah, sa The Better Half.
Ako nung first day natin, parang wala naman. Diba? Parang wala
Pero
naman.
narinig mo yung kwento about
Doon? Wala nagsan. Ngayon alam ko na. So bukas, sa TV.
Ano, naging ka na bukas?
Dito.
So, magdasal-dasal ka na
Okay.
bago ka pumunta ng set bukas.
Ihanda ko sarili ko with prayer and positivity bukas.
Yeah, true. Shield
Basta
lang.
kotse.
Ganun din with mega people, shield yourself. Ganyan.
Anyways, good luck kasi sa
Thank
Sunday
you.
na
Salamat.
Thank you.
Lalo na yung Parasite Island, di ba? Grabe. Pati ako nanood. So, eto papanoorin ko.
Thank
And
you,
June,
June.
siguradong mauhook ka sa The
Ang
Haunted.
sweet ni June, no?
Correct. At ang
Thanks,
part,
June.
ang susunod na magtatanong ay bukas ang kanyang
I
third
think we're
eye.
down to our last three.
Yes, last week. Ang may third eye na si Alan Sangkon of Stars po to.
Seryoso?
Yes.
May third eye ka lang?
Fourth eye po.
Ano naman yun?
Ay po, congratulations.
Salamat.
Tanong ko lang because this is horror. May mga times ba in your life na meron kayong kinatatakutang mangyari in your life na ayaw niyong mangyari?
Parang marami.
Marami.
Pag hindi ka pa secured siguro sa sarili mo, even yung fear of dying, di ba? Like, maraming napag-uusapan pagdating sa ganun, or fear of disappointing other people. Di ba, gaano kalawak ba? Di ba? How how deep do you wanna go. Maraming mga ganon, but I think more than anything, mas lalo na sa panahon ngayon, overthinking kills. So, kumbaga, in-anticipate mo na yung mga masasamang mangyayari, pero wala naman pala because you're overthinking.
I do that sometimes. Oh my
We're
God.
all guilty. I
I think
mean, we do
actors
it.
are overthinkers
Diba?
because we dissect everything.
Yeah, we overanalyze life so much. Tapos at the end of the day, parang, sarili ko lang pala yun. Sarili ko lang pala, tinakot ko lang yung sarili ko. So, you just wanna parang not think too much, trust the process, enjoy it, and just continue having faith. And I guess, ganun po for me. I don't know sa kanila if ganun po.
Same.
Um,
Same.
I-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go.
I think for me, I think before my son came along, I lived a pretty fearless life. I was never afraid to die. I was never attached to material things. I really just loving people. People would talk about me all the time and get me wrong based on how I look. Kasi yung kontrabida kong face, iba naman sa puso ko. But I would just go on living life and with knowing that whoever I am, however God made me, the truth will always come out. But I think being never afraid to die then changes when you have a child. Right after childbirth, the next day, I almost died. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't want to die without getting to know my son and making sure he has a wonderful life prepared for him. And then a couple of years ago when I had my cancer scare, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have anything prepared for my son's future and I can't, leave him. It's me and him forever. So, I think if there's one thing that I'm afraid of now that I wasn't afraid of before, it would be leaving this life without my son set up for the future.
Ilang taon na raw yung anak mo? Tanong
He's
mo.
8 at magka-height na kami. Yes, he's a big boy but still a baby at heart. So naawa ko sa kanya kasi people see him, they think he's a teenager. Pero he's still a little boy in his heart. So yeah, he's 8, size 8 ang paa. So gastos.
Jay?
Ako same din, parang kay Denise ako I would say parang ako yung tipo ng tao na very fearless. Like wala akong masyado maraming kinakatakutan. But I think pag ngayon na tumatanda na tayo, getting more mature, parang if you have fear for anything, it's for your loved ones. Diba? Parang I'm always, ngayon pag lumilipad, umalis magulang ko, or pag marami ng bata rin sa bahay, yung mga anak ng kapatid ko, obviously parang ayaw mo sila masaktan. But for me, generally, for myself, I'm quite fearless. Pero ngayon, tama rin sinabi ni Shaina in a way na parang you can't overthink things naman. Hindi naman pwedeng i-baby mo sila ng sobra. You have to let them, you have to let them figure things out on their own. Pero, tama. Parang, I guess, being older now, more mature, parang if I had any fear, it's fear for my loved ones, my family, people I really care about. Yeah.
My last question. We're just curious kung, kasi parang sa tinagal yung magkakatrabaho before, yung mga hindi pa ganun ka-mature yung inyong yung love and yung attraction sa iba. Si Jake ba, may times na na-attract kay Shaina? Parang hindi kayo na-link di ba? May ganun ba na factor that you wanna court her nung time na magkasama kayo? Para alam lang namin yung mga nakaraan niyo.
Maganda talaga si Shaina, okay? Sabihin ko na. Pero, yung ano rin naman, yung interesting din sa pinagsamahan namin, nakita rin namin, or nandun kami para sa isa't isa nung mga panahon na na may sarili kaming love life. Diba? Nakita na Shaina ako ng super down. Nakita niya ako ng sobrang taas. Same thing with her. Kumbaga, as a leading man or as a person who's worked with her for so long that time, inalalayan ko din siya in those times. At inalalayan din niya ako. So parang more than a physical attraction or romance, parang there's genuine love there for the person. Person na, alam mo yung andun yung genuine love na hindi ko masabi na may mali siya that time. And hanggang ngayon nandun pa rin naman. Same with Denise.
Katuwa naman si Jay.
Same with Denise. Same rin naman.
Oh my
Oh, maraming beses
We've
na naman,
been through
marami
some.
na tayong pinagdaanan. Diba? Marami. Ayoko na lang i-detalyan, pero marami na tayong pinagdaanan. Pero yung sa amin ni Shaina in particular at that time, diba? Parang we've seen each other in relationships up and down. At nandun kami para sa isa't isa yung mga panahon yun. Kaya nga parang 7 years later, parang wala na wala talaga. Wala na wala.
Naramdaman ba yun, Shaina, that time?
Oo naman po, opo. Like what he said, it's more of a brotherly, sisterly love and appreciation more than anything. And in fairness to Quenks, every time talaga, after kain, every time we see each other, kasi nakikita pa rin naman po kami sa ASAP, sa Christmas special, here inside ABS, and he'd always tell me na, trabaho naman tayo, and hindi to yung sasabihin lang niya na para lang, chika lang, showbiz chika, ganun. Hindi talaga, like he really means it. And gusto niya talaga ako makatrabaho. And sabi ko sa kanya, yes, I also want to work with you, given the right material. So 7 years later, this, I guess, is the perfect material. So, yun, tama lahat yung sinabi niya. And of course, I'm grateful to have good friends in the business. Kaya nga nagpapasalamat ako na binibigyan ako ng maayos, desente, masarap katrabaho ng mga tao. Importante yun para magawa mo rin yung trabaho mo ng mabuti. Because you don't wanna go to work ng dreading it every single day, diba? Mahirap na yung trabaho namin, puyat kami. We're together, 18 hours a day, thrice a week. So, importante na masarap katrabaho yung mga kasama mo. So, yun.
That's kay Denise.
Thank you.
Yes.
Naramdaman mo rin ba yung ganun kay Jake before?
Kay Shaina. No, pwede na kami
Love team,
Pwede na kami mag-isa
together half
Ako
after.
namin yung shows namin together. I think, it's crazy how everything that I've heard from Shaina and for Jake is talking about sibling love. And, that's really how we feel about each other. Shaina, we both have the same problems with our health, and we're always trying to compare notes on how we can do better for ourselves and our body and peace of mind and a positive outlook in life. And with Cuenca, he's pretty much my brother from another mother. I mean, he's the type of person that even if we don't see each other every day, at important milestones in our lives, we're there for each other. When poo-poo hits the fan, we are there for each other. I've seen him transform from many different phases, many different relationships in his life. I have held his vomit in my hands at one point. TMI. But that's how we love each other, I swear, if anything happens to any of these two without batting an eyelash, I would be there.
Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you.
Salamat
you.
po.
We are down to our last two questions.
Last two, okay.
Ito, ang susunod na magtatanong ay ang At Peace. Ngayon, wala kang easy. Skate at the Heart, random.
Merry Christmas!
Wala siya tuloy.
Gusto natin yan.
Kanina kasi na-mention yung sa character ni Jake, may mali-discover ka. In real life, how much importance do you place on your partner's past? Or siguro may nangyari na ba na na-affect yung relationship because of something you discovered na ginawa in the past? Ayun. Yan yung tatlo.
Wait, work-wise sabi ko kay Quenks nung unang taping namin, ano ba naman yun, 2012, babae yung problema natin. 2019 na, babae pa rin yung problema natin.
May other woman.
Grabe, yun pa rin yung pinagtatalunan natin. But in real life,
How much importance ang past?
For me, ako personally, I'm very lucky to be with a person who didn't judge me because of my past. Marami siya narinig about me, marami siyang ganyan, but she didn't judge me with the things that she heard. She judged me with what she saw in front of me. So,
What's your hashtag?
si Kylie. So,
Oh,
siya
di ba?
ako
Wala
nakakilala
kasi
sa akin.
salita.
Hindi na ginudge yung book by its cover. So,
Ano ba yung hashtag yun? Hashtag Kylie Quenks. Kylie Quenks.
Baka judge ka naman, Jake. Okay naman. What past are you
Hindi naman,
talking
hindi naman.
about?
Sa mga naririnig na, mga chismes.
Chismes.
And same sa family na. Nung nakilala ko ng dad na, nakilala ko brothers na, parang importante sa kanila kung ano yung judgment call nila right then and there, yung impression nila sa akin in the very beginning. So, ako for that, I'm thankful.
Yeah, I guess kaya importante to build a right foundation, which is friendship first. Because it's no joke to fall in love and to trust that other person with, you know, your future and your even your time, which is so valuable nowadays. Ibibigay mo yun sa tao na yun, and you wanna be sure na it actually, I just wanna clarify that it doesn't mean that the person is bad or the person is good. Na kanya-kanya naman tayo ng tolerance level when it comes to love, diba? But you know, you wanna make sure na kaya ng tolerance level, kaya mo tanggapin. And people change at the end of the day. Even I have changed. So it's wrong to parang judge the person based on their past. But importante rin that you are open to that person. So I guess communication and trust is very, very important po.
What they said. No, I think she's right. It's a balance of everything. When you welcome somebody into their heart, you know, it's not conditional. Hence the term unconditional love. You accept the person for all that they are and all that they've been through. And like I said earlier, there is really no wrong experience or no bad thing that happens. It's only a learning process. Now, if you don't learn from the things that happened to you in your past, then that's something else. But if I'm able to fall in love with you and accept you for all that you are, I recognize the fact that the past is the past.
Thank you. And ano na lang yung aasahan na yung paano mananakot yun sa The Haunted? I mean, madugo ba or more of gulatan?
Ano bang klaseng horror itong The Haunted?
Well, so far sa shoot namin, yung dalawang elementong yun nandun. I mean, nandun yung... Oo, yung dalawang elementong yun nandun. Story-wise, kapag visuals, dun, so far. Kasi 2 episodes pa lang nati-tape namin eh. So pati yung story para sa amin nag-a-unravel na. So kaya exciting rin makuha yung bagong script. Pag pinadala nila yung script, kasi madali rin basahin. Hindi siya parang teleserye ng kapal, di ba? Ito medyo maikli lang. Pero excited ka makita kung ano mangyayari after. So sana, I mean, yun din ang gusto namin maramdaman ng manonood sa amin every Sundays ng 8 p.m.
What's gonna happen next? Ganun.
Di ba?
What's
Kasi
gonna happen next?
pag pinadala sa akin yung script, talaga,
Okay, Chefs, 5 days pa, 6 days pa, di ba?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're down to our last question, and
Okay,
that
let's
killer question will come from the fearless Alan Jones of
Ooh.
Paris.
Fearless. Kanya-kanya ng description dito.
Yeah.
At
Mga moniker.
Hi! The almost 400,000 subscribers.
Wow! Congratulations!
Sa YouTube.
Kumakapading.
Almost!
Gano'ng katagal tatakbo to? Ilang Sundays bali siya? Buong December lang?
20 episodes pa, tama ba?
Nako, we can never
Matagal
tell.
din po.
Alright.
So, until
Dinadagdagan natin yung trabaho na.
until end of January.
Ah.
Yeah, so 2 months.
So, mga 2 months din.
Yep.
Oo, tapos nabanggit kanina ni Jake at ni Denise na meron silang shield of prayers,
Positivity.
prayers and positivity. So, ibig po sabihin, hindi kayo nakaranas ever ng any horror experience? Wala kayong mga ganun?
Ako, meron one, actually pag iniisip ko, may one time, kasama ko manager ko nun, si Nidigia, sa Japan. So, nangyari, sila nakadana, sabang sa banyo. Paglabas ko, sobrang freaked out sila. Kailangan natin umalis dito, gano'n.
Ano raw nangyari, Jake?
Hindi, parang hindi na nila masyado, kasi ako rin hindi ko rin inalam eh. Sabi ko parang, okay, medyo, nakita ko na lang na si Neil, tapos yung kasama namin, yung producer nun, parang namumutla sila, tapos so, di ko na tinanong, maniwala na lang ako sa kanila, na baka nga may nangyari doon, at umalis na kami ng lugar ngayon. Fast.
Ako, pero Nelia ha.
Wala nakita, pero apparently doon sa split second, di ba, na nag-ayos ako bago mag-show, paglabas ko doon sa standby area, pag may nangyari. So, yun yung closest call ko. Ay, meron din pala isa pang beses, although,
Meron pa pala.
nung taping ng tayong dalawa, pero nakuha kasi sa camera,
Yes,
parang,
yes.
nandun
Para sa
kami sa
Dun
theater dati, na tinabunan dati. Basta, yun.
San Juan.
Doon din aksidente si Coco nung time na yun.
Oh,
That same theater, yung
Sa film center ba ito?
Sa-
Oo. Sa Pinirocas Boulevard?
Yeah, yun. Yung may kinunan sila, pinakita sa
Marami
amin
talaga doon.
pinakita sa amin yung parang kinunan ng location manager.
Ano
May
nakita?
kumakanta.
Ano nakita, James?
Hindi, may kumakanta. Habang sinushoot niya yung habang sinushoot niya yung lugar, yung location, pinapakita sa amin para makita na namin ano gagawin namin ng that day. Sabi ko, parang may kumakanta. Tapos lumapit si Jurats ko, kung ano may kumakanta.
Dapat wala.
Wala kasi abandonado na yun. Wala,
So narinig niyo yung kanta? Narinig mo yung kanta, James?
Parang orchestra. Parang
Oh, wow.
nag-o-opera. Parang gano'n. Yung song namin. Baka Insta-story lang yun. Wala pang Insta-stories nung panahon na yun at wala pang iPad na pwedeng patugtugin ng malakas.
Ano yung Spotify niya?
pala sa
Seryoso talaga. At kami natawa. Pero yun yung closest thing I've ever come with an experience. Yun na yun. Yun yung pinaka.
So may ghost orchestra doon.
Yeah.
Ikaw,
Pero apparently haunted talaga daw doon eh. Di ba?
Oo, pero may nagsishow nga doon, di ba?
Yeah.
Bukas na siya ulit. Bukas na siya ulit eh, di ba?
Oo.
That's what I heard.
Yung mga bading, di ba?
Pero sarado na ulit ngayon.
Pero,
Sinara ulit.
sinara ulit? Balita ko kasi doon talaga meron
Meron
parang
pa rin
mga
eh,
nagaganap
meron pa rin.
doon na... oh.
Actually, oo nga. Si Denise
Actually,
naman.
Alan,
Thank
parang
you, Denise.
sinundan ko.
Thank you.
Si Denise naman, meron ba?
I think so. The reason why I did learn about protecting myself with positivity and prayer is because even when I was a child, I was very sensitive. I'm very sensitive to other energies and to other spirits. I don't know what that is, if that's a third eye or whatever. I never labeled it, but I always knew that I was very sensitive to surroundings and people's vibes and energies. Sometimes, if I meet somebody, kahit tinatago nila yung bubog nila sa loob, nafe-feel ko kung ano man yung tinatago nila. So, I do shield myself from negativity because I do have a lot of empathy for that. So, when I was younger, I've had a few experiences, but off the top of my head that I can remember was when I was younger, we would have spirits in our compound, but they were all very nice, all very, really good spirits. I saw my cousin running her house, so sinundan ko siya. And then sinundan ko siya all the way to the top. Hinabol ko siya. And then she ran into the room and closed the door. Akala ko gusto niya mapaglaro. So I tried opening the door. I heard it click that it was locked. When I opened it, there was nobody inside. And then I go, Tita Iwi, is Nicole here? I was just running after her and then I entered the room, wala siya. Sabi, Nicole's not here, it's just me in the house. So they would like to play around with us kids and change shapes and into other
May
people.
doppelganger, si ano.
No, shape-shifting, whatever. But I just let that go. And then sa taping ng Ang Probinsyano, we were taping in a factory that burnt down recently and the people died in the fire inside. About 50 people had died. I had parked my car right in front of the location kasi hindi pa kami nagtataping. And I tried to nap. And during that nap, I felt the same way they were feeling when they were choking to death. I was empathetic enough to feel. It makes me sound crazy. I don't want to share that. I don't want to share, but
Ano yung parang nasusunog ka? Parang gano'n.
and then parang nag-choke ako sa smoke, so the pressure on my chest while sleeping, akala ko binabangungot ako, I had to force myself to wake up because I couldn't wake up from my dream. So parang ang tagal ko tinatry gisingin yung self ko, and I just started praying in my sleep. So after a while, pagod na ako. After that taping, after ko nagising that whole taping, pagod na ako. But you know, again, there are spirits everywhere in the world. And you just have to pray for them. That's why they're lingering here. And every time you feel something wrong with your body, you feel sick, offer it up to the poor souls that are praying. Offer the pain up to the poor souls that are lurking around here. Because they're good naman.
So obviously, Denise, ka nga sensitive. Hindi mo inattempt na i-ano yan. Pwede mo yung i-develop yung gift mo, di ba? Ayaw mo.
I'm just a normal person. I mean, God blesses everybody, with different kinds of gifts. I don't want you guys to think I'm weird. But I just am sensitive to people's emotions. Maybe that's why we're actors also, because when you read scripts, you can relate to people's emotions and how you feel and all of those things. But it's not necessarily that I really look for, these experiences. But it does happen. Like you see it in pictures, you see it in all these things, yeah.
Okay, baka si Shaina mas may nakakatakot na experience. Ay, wala.
Wala na. Yun na yung nakakatakot sa akin, yung sa the better half. And fortunately, walang anything na nangyari sa akin. So, Sana mo.
Tsaka daming kaibigan ni Shaina Madre.
Mismo.
It helps when you have God in your...
No, you really have to have faith. And gaya nung,
mo.
I think kahit meron kang nararamdaman, like if you're sensitive or not, importante sa amin na ipagpag yung character after every dating day. Kasi mahirap talaga siya. I mean, mahirap kalkahin yung emotions. Like, sometimes we have to cry even when we're not sad.
Parang
Diba?
sinama talaga.
Oo, kailangan mo magalit pero hindi ka naman galit. Ang saya-saya mo buong araw pero kailangan mo
Nakipagchikahan
magwala.
ka, tapos all pasado
Kailangan mo manampal, di ba? So parang, kailangan mo lang, it's all about energy. So, siguro kailangan mo lang ipagpag yun ng mabuti.
Actually, Shaina, remember yung masyado na manok ka dun sa sun character mo sa Asintado.
Ay, grabe po ang pagpapagpag.
Takot na takot ka doon.
Walang ibang spirits. Parang sarili ko yung
Oo,
kalabang
sarili
ko
mo yung
doon.
kalabang.
At yung script namin at yung role ko na napakahirap. Like what I said, ganun, I had to be parang physically, it was very physically draining, emotionally draining. Kasi nga galit lagi yung role ko, kontrabida, sumisigaw lagi.
Saan ka nagpupunta siya, Ina, pag nagpapagpag? Parang iba itong sa wake? Yung pag nagaling sa wake?
No. Siguro mas mas sa kotse, iiwan mo na, like, you tell yourself, okay, tapos na yung trabaho, back to the real Shaina. Ganun. Or ako, I have this, like my routine, after every show, I leave. Like, I take 3 days off. I go to the beach, or if time permits, I go out of the country, or basta ipagpag lang yung, depende sa kung gaano kabigat yung pinagdaanan ko doon sa show na yun.
Okay, ng pag out of the country. Baka sa bar lang, ano?
Sa akin dito lang eh.
Kaya nga beach eh. So, depende po. Kanya-kanya, para ma-shift yung energy mo. Kasi parang you're that person, you're that character for, let's say, 6 months.
Years.
And dun sa pinagdaanan natin sa The Better Half, 1 taon po namin tinrabaho.
Oh my
yun.
gosh, bigat yan.
Ang bigat-bigat talaga. So, hindi mo maiiwasan na kumapit sa'yo yung character. So, para lang maiba yung routine mo, maiba yung paligid.
Si Dominic Reyes sa McDonald's lang. Nagpapatag.
Pwede naman po. Kanya-kanya lang.
Yung iba sa 7-Eleven. Okay, last question.
Okay.
Since since Christmas season nga, di ba? Tapos gusto ko yung na-connect ni Joel Mercado sa vlog, yung malamig ang Pasko.
Correct.
Gusto ko yung na-connect yun. So, tatanungin natin, alam natin na si Jake talagang sobrang mainit ang Pasko ngayon. So, yung dalawang girls muna, ikaw muna, Denise, kamusta ang Pasko mo? Malamig ba or what?
Hindi naman malamig. Yes, swerte naman ni.
Wow, yun na.
Beke naman.
Good for you, girl. So,
Yeah.
meron kang love life. Happy ka now.
I'm always happy. You know, you're born into this world. You're born into this world on your own.
Makatawa si Jake, ha?
When you're always thankful, no matter what's going on around you, you'll always find something to be happy about.
But you have a happy love life now.
Hirap pa kasama mo mga kaibigan.
Oo nga, ito mag-uustokin ko na silang dalawa eh. Mag-walkout na ako dyan. Hindi ako mag-taping book. Hindi, kailangan pala yung bayad dyan. There's just so much love in my life right now. I'm thankful.
Nice. Okay.
Short and sweet.
Okay, let's go to Shaina.
Oh, yes.
Hi, man, girl.
Oo, gaano ba malamig pa rin ba? Gaano kalamig? At paano ang sineselebrate ang Pasko?
Paano naging malamig ang Pasko? Physically, malamig lang naman kapag nasa ibang bansa ako. But other than that, pare-pareho pa rin naman yung mga nakapaligid sa akin. And actually, nadadagdagan pa even my friends. So, I'm going to have a very happy Christmas. Work-wise, personal life-wise, everything wise. Yan. Masaya. Masaya ako.
Siyempre, nasisingit ako.
Ano po
Sabi
yun?
mo malamig lang pag nasa ibang bansa.
Yes, kasi
Wala kang
last
kasama
year,
sa Austria. Nung nandun ka.
my director, yes. Oo, nag-shoot po kami
Nandun ako
doon.
eh.
Saan?
Sabi nakitang kasama ka.
Baka si Direct Love yun.
Okay.
So we went to the Vienna Film Festival for a movie na nagpapasalamat po ako at nabigyan tayo ng pagkakataon to represent the film there. And at the same time, it was my birthday leave na rin. And then, we shot for a few days for a film na sinimulan po namin noong 2017. This is a film with Ma'am Charo. And hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin siya tapos. So, we shot for a few days there in Vienna. And then, yun po. Kung meron akong kasama, oo naman, may kasama ako. Kasama ko yung director ko. Yan.
Okay.
Shaina, alam mo rin yung fake news na pinatay ka?
Yes. Sorry.
Shaina, alam mo rin yung fake news na pinatay ka? May ganun pala lumabas.
Hindi na nga bago yun. Parang I heard about it mga 3 years ago. Just a few months ago.
Nirecycle lang pala.
Oo, so even my family, hindi na rin sila nagulat. No one even, the first time, mga 3 years ago, doon maraming tumawag sa akin. And then reported it to me, and then kinuwentuhan niya ako because I don't have a Facebook account, I don't even have Twitter, I only have Instagram. Thank you. So, doon po medyo nagulat ako. Pero this time, kokonti. Kasi alam naman nila na buhay ako. Wala ako sa bansa. I mean, definitely wala po ako sa Pilipinas nung lumabas yun. I was in Austria, I was in Vienna. At andito ako, hindi po ako nagmumulto.
Oo naman. So Shaina, never naging issue sa'yo na kahit wala kang love life during Christmas, hindi ka nalalabigan sa buhay mo or nalulungkot?
Siguro dati, when I was younger, or nung fresh pa lahat, hindi naman ako magkukunwari na sabihin na, hindi talaga ako nalungkot. Oo naman, nalungkot ako, and in front of everyone, alam niyo naman kung ano yung nangyayari sa buhay ko, right? So you've all witnessed it, so hindi ko i-deny na syempre nagkaroon na ako ng mga malamig na Pasko. But at the end of the day, when you're surrounded by people that you love, it doesn't have to be just one person. Diba? Your family, your friends.
Totoo yan.
And maraming blessings na dumadating. And I'm actually looking forward to 2020 because I turned 30 this year and parang panibagong chapter, panibagong decade lahat, and everything's new. Pero ang hindi lang nagbago is yung pagpasok ng trabaho. And that's why I'm very grateful for that.
Ang galing mo mag-talkies, Shaina, naman. Pwede ka na talk show host.
Wow, pwede
Sila
naman.
dalawa,
Bakit
no?
hindi?
In fairness to you, girl. Thank you.
Pwede
Okay,
naman
Jake
po.
na tayo na, oo. Jake, anong plans nyo ni Kylie this Christmas?
Magko-cruise, Asian cruise. Pero pagkatapos na ng Pasko kasi
May Filmfest ka, di ba?
kunin ko na yung pagkakataon na i-promote na bukod sa The Haunted na December 8 p.m. Sa Pasko po, magkita-kita tayo for Mission Unstoppable kasama si Maine, si Bossing, si Pokwang, si Jelson. At then, magkita-kita tayo sa float noong December 22. Yung.
Pupunta pa kayo.
After nun, Asian cruise kami.
Wow, ilang countries?
Para, ilan ba pag-Asian? Hindi ako sure kung ilan countries eh. Actually, first cruise ko to eh. So, lahat bago sa kasama family niya.
Ah, wow. Bongga.
Yeah, the 7 days. Yung 7 days. Yeah, so first time ko mag-cruise, tapos kasama rin family niya.
Family mo wala?
Family ko, kasama ko sila ng Pasko.
Ah.
So family niya ng birthday ko, tapos New Year's.
So talagang mainit ang Pasko mo, no, Jake?
Masaya, thankful. Thankful at masaya at cozy ang Pasko.
Oo. At saka talaga, alam mo, ang gwapo mo talaga ngayon. In fairness to
Thank
you.
you.
Even the way he talks and speak,
Oo, at saka
maturity.
parang ang bango-bango mo ngayon. Alam mo yun, ang delicious mo ulit. Hindi, keep it up. Di ba? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Salamat po.
And
Back
with
to
that-
you, partner.
Okay, thank you. And with that last question from Alan, D, thank them for coming and support. Please support The Haunted.
Yes, please, I hope. Thank you guys for coming out on this busy day and the holidays. Thank you for being here. It's so nice to share with you, and at the same time, for us actors, we're reminding ourselves of the promises that we make to each other, and we're sharing positivity with you guys, and you guys are sharing it back. So thank you so much. Hope you guys can watch The Haunted. It's coming out on the 8th, and we're gonna be here for 8 episodes, 18? 8 episodes. So every episode is gonna be pasabog. So sana tumutok na kayo, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, D. Shaina.
Yes, directed by Manny Palo.
Mhm.
And handog po ito ng Dreamscape. Again, maraming salamat sa Dreamscape for trusting us once again.
Yes.
And yun, I'm encouraging everyone, gather your family members, your friends, at sabay-sabay kayong matakot ngayong Pasko and mag-bonding after. So yun, maraming salamat for coming and joining us tonight. And yun po, December 8, this Sunday na agad-agad, 8 p.m.
Thank you, Shaina. And of course,
Yes, maraming salamat po. December 8, 8 p.m. The Haunted. Maraming salamat, Dreamscape, sa isa pang oportunidad. Maraming salamat po. Advance Merry Christmas sa inyo lahat and Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please stand up, Jake, Shaina, and Dee for another photo of course, the core staff of Chang Brenda Estocapio, Vimy Barola, and sila Kim. Yan po ang